Welcome, podcast fans. It's time for the What's Up Bro podcast show, presented by J&J Production Studios, the home for all your entertainment needs. All kinds of great topics discussed every week, a variety of different themes offered, special guest appearances, prize giveaways, and so much more. Stay tuned. And now, here are your hosts, Sam Crow and Big Hoss.
Hello and welcome. Happy Saturday to you guys. So glad you decided to tune in and join us tonight for another exciting episode of the show. It is I, Sam Crow, here with Mr. Fire. How are you doing tonight, Mr. Fire?
Doing pretty good.
That's awesome. And we do have Big Hoss. He's been slightly detained. That's why we didn't start the show at the top of the hour. If you're listening live, we apologize for that. He's been helping a friend of his out. He said he should be here soon, so he's going to jump in with us as soon as he's able to do so. But we do want to get started just so that we're not running too late into the evening for us. It may not matter for you guys listening. If you're listening to this recorded, you can listen to it anytime. But we do want to jump in here. We've got a couple of quick announcements to get things started, and then we're going to launch right into our episode. We got our fire queued up. We're going to sit around and relax here on Saturday night and give you guys a chance to really enjoy the remainder of the weekend. And I know it's kind of bittersweet because every time we go live, you know, we kind of come to the tail end of the weekend, and so I almost feel like we're the bearer of bad news because it just signals that the weekend is almost over. So, to be fair, we do have Sunday, which sometimes we do go live there. We don't always, but hopefully this will still give you guys some entertainment there. And if you're one of those unlucky, fortunate few that are still working, a lot of us have unique jobs where we have to work on what would be a traditional weekend, but we might have a day off during the week. Either way, we're going to be here to entertain you and be here to perk up your night or day, depending on the time zone. So either way, that's why we are here. We enjoy that. And of course, we always look forward to spending time with you guys and cannot wait to do so yet again. So just a couple quick announcements. I'll share this one since Fire and I were talking about this because he was asking about it off the airway. So we are in the production of having or in the works of having the website designed here, coming up soon. If you guys have been listening for the last couple weeks, we've been sharing that. We are pushing forward with that. The ideal goal is to have it up and running hopefully by the end of the year, maybe around the holiday time, which we're looking forward to because we're also going to have our holiday episodes coming up, which I'm super excited about. I'm sure a lot of you guys, I'm not sure, I think, Fire was here. You were here, we did a couple of just us. I know we did a couple of them, although I think that, yeah, that's right, you fell asleep for the Christmas one, but you were technically there. But we're looking forward to doing the holidays again this year, especially since we have our great selection of music we can play and get everybody in the Christmas mood. And of course our Thanksgiving nod we do, and Halloween of course first, which is coming up sooner than later, which is hard to believe. We're going to talk a lot about that stuff too coming up here tonight. But we want to have the website up for you guys to allow you guys to interact with each other, another great avenue where we can upload episodes too. So if you want to listen to show episodes right on the website, that's kind of the ideal goal as well. Just another great way to feature that. So yeah, stay tuned for that. We're still working on we're in the pre-planning process. We're going to be meeting with the developer. We're going to talk about that, and that should be coming out fairly soon. We cannot wait. It's going to be exciting. Hope you guys are just as excited about that. Looking forward to that. Probably December 2023 is a target goal. December, maybe January 24, depending on how in-depth this goes. We'll keep you guys posted. Make sure you follow us on social media if you want the latest about that. Of course, check out our link tree there. Links are available if you're listening to this on YouTube. The links are available in the description of the video that's there for that, as well as if you find out other social media like on Twitter X, we have it labeled there. You can follow us there. Anywhere else you want to keep tabs with us, you can do so. Feel free. We're also going to be upgrading the link tree coming up at the start of the new year to afford you guys more opportunities. That's another, probably one of the last big, other than the website, our last big upgrade for the show, which we're going to have for you guys. That's going to come up probably in 2024. We're going to work on some things there as well. Also, just a side note, too, for another quick announcement, thank you so much, too. We want to give a shout-out. I know we have a few more months to go, but to our special guest, Miranda Maverick has been awesome. We've had her on twice this year. Probably going to try to get her on one more time before the year's over. That's been our huge, big guest for the year. We're reaching out to some others. We got a couple other potentials that might be coming on the show, which we're really excited about. So hopefully you guys will be just as excited when we have that going as well. We'll give you guys details when we have confirmation. No confirmation as of yet, or definitives rather, TBD, as far as dates and times, but we'll keep you guys posted. But thank you, of course, for joining us, too. We've also had last weekend? I'm losing track of the dates now. Yes, it was. Last weekend we did our anniversary, a 1-year anniversary of when we first launched the podcast episodes that we have. Of course, you can go back and listen to all of these episodes. They're up everywhere you can get your favorite podcast, whatever your streaming service you'd like to use. It's there, just like this episode will be, or is now if you're listening to it after the fact, available to you guys as well. I think that's just about everything going there. So let's pull up, or rather, let's start it. I do have it pulled up. Let us pull up our campfire. That's the wrong page. And pardon the internet, take me. There we go. Can't get enough of that campfire. It's always fun to sit around and enjoy. So we aptly titled this. This is our end of the week episode to close out the week. Rather, we have begun. Our summer countdown clock is going. Summer is officially winding down. We are now in just about a month away from beginning of fall, which I know I'm kind of sad in a way. I don't know. Where do you stand on that, Fire? Do you look forward to seeing summer go, or looking forward to fall? Where do you fall in that category of?
I'm looking forward to fall, Halloween.
Okay, so you don't mind saying goodbye to summer, then that doesn't bother you. In essence,
it doesn't bother me one bit.
I will say though, there is a special kind of ambiance when the fall harvest time comes. Obviously, yes, Halloween's a big one. I'm looking forward to it because October month, we call it Scary Movie Month. We have at least a scary movie a night, so I get to watch at least 30 movies in that span of a month. So,
and I bet you he's gonna rewatch Halloween.
Oh yeah, every year. That's almost and what's nice about that now with the new ones, I got like at least, let's see, what are we at? 9 movies, I want to say, 10, somewhere around that title. I may even watch the first one. Now, typically I skip the first one just because it's kind of boring because nothing really happens for like 2/3 of the movie. Other than, of course, Michael stalking Laurie, but spoiler warning if you haven't seen it. So I usually start like Halloween 2 and go forward. But looking forward to adding the new ones. I did see when the first Halloween remake, the continuation back in 2018, I saw that in theaters. That was really exciting. I'm also big, I don't know if you like them too, I'm also huge on the, that's the wrong franchise, what's the other one called? The Conjuring series.
Conjuring?
Yes.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to The Nun was my personal favorite. I'm looking forward. I know The Nun 2 is supposed to be releasing. I'm not sure if it's this year or next year. That was really good. And The Conjuring 4, is that coming out? I think that comes out this October. Is that, if I remember correctly? So that's going to launch at some point, which I'm really excited about. Plus all the extra expansions like Annabelle and all the other ones that fit in that category in that universe. So I actually have the whole box set for most of them. So I'm really looking forward to that. What are some other classics? Probably brush up on some.
What about the Poltergeist?
Yeah, I've actually I haven't watched those in quite a while. That might be on the docket this year. I have seen them before. Might break out Ghostbusters too. It's been a while since I've watched that. It's another great series I really want to get out is the Alien and maybe even Predator and the Alien versus Predator. Get those going too. Those are always fun. What are some other popular ones I like to watch? Sleepy Hollow is a good one. I watched that one. There's just so many, and it's hard to choose because a lot of times with streaming services, they bring out an assortment of different ones, and I try to, definitely get myself as many as possible. So we'll see what we can happen here. And look who has jumped in. It's the man of the hour. It's Big Hoss himself. How's it going, big fella?
I'm doing good. How's it going?
It's good. It's nice to have you back. They got the whole band here together. That's great. Did you get that problem fixed?
Yeah.
Awesome. Big Hoss is a man of lots of talents. We cheering you on during your. I was promoting here on the show that if you have a chance, maybe you order some food. You might see Hoss door dashing. So make sure you say hi to him. I don't know if you had any fans doing that, but I tried to promote that. So I did promise the fans that they came up to you if they ordered your food that you would give them a hug and give them an autograph photo when you came to the door. So hopefully that wasn't.
I have autograph photos.
Well, you would take a selfie with them at least. You would do something. You give them a hug. So.
What you talking about? That coronavirus going around.
Oh, see, he's got a. Nice, yeah. You have an escape plan for that. That's nice. You can use that as your get out of jail free card. But it's nice to have you guys back. So Fire and I were just chit chatting about the holiday season coming up. We're talking about our Halloween binge movies. I'm looking forward to October is Halloween month, and so it's going to be an awesome binge to watch. I get at least a good chance to watch a movie every night, much to her chagrin, because she's not a big fan of that. So I usually try to turn the lights off when she falls asleep, put something really scary on. But that's also in the works there too. And we just got through the announcement, so you didn't miss a whole lot. We tried to hold off as long as we could. We didn't want to just drag the whole night on too long, but it's great to have the whole band here. Big Hoss is catching up on, I'm assuming, your dinner or at least a snack, so that's always good. Yeah, actually, honestly, I ate early, so for me, it's probably going to be my snack tonight. I'm probably going to make tuna fish or probably have another sandwich for later because my parents were up, so we had dinner early. So it kind of works out.
An egg salad.
Oh, I love egg salad. You know what's really good? Egg salad, mustard, and relish.
I'm having a chicken salad sandwich.
That works too. I like to put a little not paprika. That's the wrong. Like spicy. Like I put like chili powder in my chicken salad. Yeah, that's always good. Not for everybody though. I know that's one of the hot ones there. So, but just to kind of catch Big Hoss up, I know you just missed the announcement there too, and I was talking about it. So we have we are going to meet with the web developer who's doing the website we got coming up there. That's going to be our big splash for the end of the year project, which seems to garnish a lot of popularity. And our numbers have spiked for this show. We have a whole lot of downloads that actually just kind of spiked up since this past weekend. Matter of fact, at least from the YouTube end, our videos we had quite a few videos in less than 12 hours, which is awesome. And again, thank you to you guys. If you are one of those that have been downloading episodes or watching on YouTube, listening there, thank you so much. Like, the response has been incredible. And we also have some other special guests that we're working on to get here. We do have one that we're really excited about, who we'll see what her schedule is like. She's quite busy right now, but we'll try to keep you guys posted. Also trying to get some other streamers coming in here, and we're going to see what we can do there. But that's pretty much it. Then we kind of jumped around the fire. So but let's ask actually Hoss now, because we asked Fire for this one. I'm curious. So now we have officially started what we're referring to here as the end of summer countdown. The clock has begun to tick because summer is coming to an end officially. We're not just in the dog days. We are just about a month away from fall. So let's ask Big Hoss this question because we're curious. We already got Fire's answer. I'm kind of on the fence. Are you one of those? Do you look forward to saying goodbye to summer? Are you looking forward to fall? Or is it the opposite? You prefer to have summer stay longer and push the fall off?
I look forward to fall, but I love summer.
See, that's kind of where I'm on the fence too. Like, it's just kind of hard to say goodbye to the warm weather because, especially when you like to do stuff outdoors. I mean, early part of the fall, like September into October, is not bad because usually the weather is fairly nice yet. So it's not entirely unbearable, but it's just, I don't know. But I do like to have the change. I will say it's nice to be in an area where we have a climate change and things can happen like that. So, and I'm also looking forward to, which that's another announcement we want to share. We're gonna do a calendar marker, so you guys know. Unfortunately, we didn't have time to do it this year, but we're gonna call it the official studio camping trip. Big Hoss and I have a plan to go out there. We're gonna take a week and we're gonna rough it in the wilderness, and hopefully not get eaten by bears. Which probably more likely that would be me, but I don't want to leave him out entirely there. So we're working to plan that. Can't wait for that. We're pre-planning that now and looking to save up and start working towards that. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I can certainly say I need that kind of vacation after the vacation I had this year, which Hoss knows all that about. I won't go into details over the airway, but he knows exactly what I'm talking about. So that's more incentive to where we are changing things up. So that's on the docket for 2024, and hope you guys will come along with us. If it's doable, we might try to go live while we're in the wilderness, but again, not sure what kind of reception we'll get, so might just be off the grid. You'll have to bear with us, but we'll be happy to regale you once we come back for sure. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, we could do that too. We could always do a couple episodes. We can upload that, and then you guys can enjoy it. Kind of catalog that. It's going to be awesome. We can't wait to look forward to that. That's a big ticket thing for next year, which we're planning to. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, it's I don't know. I'm one of those two where I'm on the fence, and I'm really enjoying the summer. And we talked about, you guys know, we talked about this last night. Because Miss Eliza was on. We talked about some traditions that families have during the summertime, like what we always do, and there's a lot of things we always plan to do over summer. It just never seems to get done entirely. So how about you guys? Did you guys have any like summer goals that you did accomplish, didn't accomplish? Do you feel like you've been fulfilled throughout your summer so far this year? Well, while Hoss chokes to death, we'll let Fire go first.
We don't have many traditions. We just try to keep cool.
Did you have like any goals for this summer? Did you enjoy your summer? Did it go like you planned? Did you miss a few things? Did you have a bucket list for your summer, like that kind of thing?
Yeah. I don't really do much in the summer.
But it was still it's mission accomplished though.
I went axe throwing for one of my buddy's birthdays.
Nice. That's fun. I have actually, you know what, believe it or not, I have not actually done that yet. So had plans to do that, they got changed. I'm hoping that'll happen down the road, but that's always fun. So that sounds like, a pretty productive summer. What about you, Hoss? How was summer for you? Did you get everything to your liking pretty much, or is there some things you wish were differently, or you could have had
Pretty much, yeah.
which is good. I mean, and I will say, I will echo that. I mean, there's probably a few extra things I wish I could have done, but it's not a.
Go camping with your buddy.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. A lot of that changed because, as you guys know, our little guy had surgery now. Unfortunately, my grandmother has to have surgery, which is about almost 10 days away, which is hard to believe. She's already starting to panic about it, which we're trying very hard to keep her calm because, at her age, she's 95 years old, so. Not a spring chicken, but I think she'll do okay. But it's just that fear factor. So I'm going to be staying with her probably for a couple nights just to keep an eye on her when she's home. So that kind of derailed things. But on the bright side, as I said, at least it gives us something to look forward to. And depending on what the year looks like, we might even go earlier, so we might be able to plan something ahead of time. I'm going to definitely work hard on that over the fall and winter time and see what we're looking at. But that will be a highlight. But yeah, other than that, too, I mean, really summer has been, what it's kind of been. And it's always, as long as you get some form of relaxation, I think that's really key too. So, like you guys are saying too, just even to kick back and relax. And I say a staycation can be just about as good as going anywhere. So as long as you're not running yourself ragged and you're relaxing and recharging your batteries, that's a huge accomplishment. That's a huge goal there. So that's not a loss at all. If you got a chance to do something fun, maybe you went on a backpacking trip to Europe or went somewhere you haven't been before, that's a victory in itself too. We don't knock anybody for that because, again, it's finding what you want to do and you enjoy that keeps you in that relaxation kind of vibe. Now, for all of us who were a lot older, now, yes, I still am in school. I'm doing my homework and stuff too, but I'm not like going to school. We don't have those back to school blues because we're clearly not going back to school at the end of the month, which I know a lot of younger listeners might be. And don't despair. I mean, obviously, it's great to go back, and you guys enjoy your friends, so. But we're not quite in that craziness, although we are on the end of having a little kid go back to school, so we're in that mode of prepping for the new school year, but definitely a sign of fall coming. But, you got to look at the positives, right? I mean, there's always plenty of things that, we could be downtrodden and upset about, and, a lot of people are suffering, and Hoss's sandwich is making me hungry. I'm sorry, my stomach is starting to rumble. I haven't eaten in probably about 3 hours, and I'm hungry already. But it's, you gotta find something and cling to it. And there's a lot of people that are worse off than we are, which, always be thankful for everything you got to there. And, maybe some people didn't have a great summer for a lot of obvious reasons too, but, it's very important just to appreciate those little things. So find a win somewhere. And maybe you might think it's insignificant or not important to some, but it's really just what matters to you guys. So if you found something that you accomplished, whether that was finishing a book, maybe going to summer camp, maybe doing something extra fun this year, that's still a win. So, take that, roll with it, and, it's just make it your own. That's what's really important there. So it's kind of the same prompt that we have going for that as well. Is that Sara Lee bread? What is that bread there? Sam, that's a different. Is it Sara Lee?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought so, but see, now again, I know there's different types. I love Sara Lee products; they're fantastic, especially desserts, which I'm not ashamed to say I do binge.
Correct. I think that's honey wheat.
Is he right? I bet you he's right. Yeah, look at that! Wow. talk about Eye of the Tiger there. Man, honey wheat, chicken salad, honey wheat. That sounds really good, I gotta say. Or even egg salad could work. Or gosh, even, I don't know. Here's the thing, like, we kind of refer to Big Hoss as our master chef here because he always has fun snacks whenever we go live here, and it's always the hard part to watch because every single time he does it, and I'm like, I want to have what he's having, but I don't have it, and I don't have time to run to the store. So it's kind of like he sits there and tortures us because I have to watch this, and I forget, like, this time, what was it? The one time you had, I think you had bologna and something else going on there, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like sitting there salivating going, shit, he's got all this good stuff and I got nothing. I don't even have anything comparable to that. So, however, this time we did go shopping recently, so we are stocked and there are snacks, but definitely a huge topper, which nobody's going to touch that's for sure. So that's probably a big fun thing for us to watch there. It's just, and that's why I'm looking forward to camping too, because Hassan is going to help in charge of snacks and food, and since he has such a good taste for that one, I'm actually looking forward to having that, where I might just let you plan the whole menu because you always pick out good stuff, probably better than I could pick out anyway. So as long as it's at least from the snackage end, I mean, we want to get the normal stuff, but that's always a fun. That's the whole fun of the planning process, which we'll have that out there. But so yeah, great summer overall. Looking forward to fall. We know Halloween's a big draw there, and of course we're gonna have our Halloween special there, which is gonna be awesome. As well as we have to go back and listen to that because I know we did that show last year. I don't remember. I think we did our giveaway, which credit to, I don't know if Hoss eventually got it to her, but Aunt Dawn was our winner then, and so that's what the episode was about. Okay, well, you can't blame. You did get it to you, so that's going to be between Aunt Dawn, if you're.
I know. I just gotta go see her.
Okay, well, we'll say it this way, Aunt Dawn, if you're listening, make sure you bug Hoss to come see you because he has a special prize that you were our lucky door winner there for that giveaway. It's almost a year later, but we still have it in good taste and good faith, so we're going to lobby for you guys. And speaking of that, actually, we do have, and we mentioned it again when Miranda was here last weekend, we do have the signed photo for her, which we do want to have a giveaway at some point. Hopefully, we're gonna leave it open until the end of the year to plan when we're gonna do that. We want a few more people to give us some interest, and you can do that. We'll probably try to cycle the photo again through social media, but make sure you like, comment. I can't call it retweet. I guess repost it. I don't know what they call it now. I still can't get over this whole X thing. But share it and comment on it and let us know. You know, that gives you a chance to draw a drawing to enter to give it away. We do want to try to do that, even if it's for the holidays. In any which way, we want to get a few more people to have a good size to do that. But that's going to be available. It's going to be a great prize for you guys if you listen to the show with Miranda there. It's a great keepsake. Of course, make sure you check out her website, fearthemaverick.com, or I think it's .net. I'm not sure. I think it's .com. You can get all kinds of signed merchandise, all kinds of neat things there to help support her. Always a pleasure to have her on, so look forward to talking to her again. Yeah, so definitely trucking along and rolling, and here's the fun part too. We talk about fall's approaching, but we're almost getting close to like 3 months till, what is that? Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I gotcha. I didn't want to say it over the airway there, but I gotcha. Yeah, I almost bit that. I'm like, wait, nope. That's an inside joke just for us, for you guys listening. Not that we withhold a lot of things, but there's some things that we do pride ourselves to keep. Yeah, some things we pride ourselves not to share publicly. So just take our word for it. It's a good reason why we don't. But it's hard to believe that pretty soon we're looking at almost 3 months till Christmas. Like, seriously, where did this year go? I mean, you hear what I'm saying? Like, I mean, exactly. And here's the funny part. Like, now we always talk about, I know that the fall stuff is coming out, but you already see Christmas stuff out at stores. And because people are trying to get a head start, and then the sad part is you spend about 3 or 4 months in preparation for Christmas, and then Christmas comes and goes. Like, I love having the tree up and I love decorating it, and it's just like that's kind of why we leave our, like Haas kind of does, we leave the tree up as long as we can, at least a few weeks after Christmas, because it's just so much work putting it up and tearing it down and everything, but we enjoy it. Otherwise, I'd say forget the tree, but you can't have Christmas without the Christmas tree. Just doesn't make sense. But yeah, 3 months, and we got to hang our outdoor lights, which I said to Miss Eliza too. We are not waiting till it gets frigid cold. We're doing that while it's still warm, because the one year that we went out and did it, the wind chill was cold and it was breezy, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to be out here for 3 hours hanging lights. It's just not fun. So we're definitely going to get an early start, but yeah, it's really flying. I mean, we're going to be in 2024 before we know it. I feel like, either I'm getting older, I don't know how you guys feel, but I feel like I still am in that mindset, like we feel like we just started 2023. And I know we're like almost 9 months in, but I don't know if I'm just left behind in the dust, if that's an older thing. What's that?
8 months, it's not September.
Oh, see, I'm doing it now, yeah. So, well, do you guys feel like that sluggish thing? Or see, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just getting old. I mean, I am older than both of you, so, I mean, I don't know. It could just be I guess the nicest way to say it, rite of passage, even though it's really not. It's just that I'm getting to be an old fart. So, like, to the point where, this is kind of funny, I'll share this with you guys, because we've been joking about this. So, I've always shared to where, and I know Haas can relate to this, because I know you've kind of had that change in shift too. So anymore now at night, at least for the last week, we always, myself and Miss Eliza, once the night's over, we always sit down to watch TV in the living room. I pass out. I can't even get through like a show anymore. Like, I'm out by like as early as possible. And not all the time, but for some reason this past week has just been, I get in a comfy chair, the cat comes and curls up with me, or I'm just comfortable. I'm like sawing wood like instantly. And so I usually I'm like, if it's not super late, just let me go. If you want to change the channel, you can, because I'm obviously not conscious. But it's going to get worse, especially once we get to daylight savings, because once we roll the clocks back and we lose hour of daylight, and that's the thing that really sucks, because it gets dark by like 5 p.m. Eastern time, which would be 3 p.m. for you. But it's always hard. I guess I'm just getting too old, I guess. I don't know. So I don't know what happened. I mean, I definitely don't have the stamina. Haas can vouch for that too, because I don't have the all-night stamina anymore. I just don't have it. It's just not there. And
the latest I get to do is 11 o'clock.
Yeah, and even some nights if you're lucky too, right? Because sometimes it can be a drag too, even just to make that. So I guess it's just a change of the season. It's just what it is. And so, a lot of you guys probably can relate. And we're not mocking people who are older too. It's just one of those things where it's just seasonal change. It's just what happens. So just a new part of life, and we have to adjust to it. And we do, and it doesn't mean it's a bad thing, but it's just one of those, I guess that's just the part of getting older, I suppose. That's the easiest way I can chalk it up there. So agree to disagree. If you guys have any more thoughts on that, share with us, because we always look to open view for different opinions as far as that goes. But I guess we'll chalk that up to where it is, and we'll see what comes of it. But either way, since we've been going for a little bit here, why don't we take a short break? If now's a good time if you want to freshen up a snack. I mean, Haas is pretty situated, but for the rest of you at home listening, if you want a good snack or a refresher, now's a good time to do that. Good time for bathroom breaks. Of course, you can always pause this if you're listening to a pre-recorded, but we will play some music for you guys. We have our commercials going for you as well. And then, of course, we'll be back for more here at the What's Up Bro podcast show, presented to you by the one and only J&J Production Studios, your true home for entertainment. We are so glad you guys are here. Of course, as always, we love having you guys spend the weekend with us. And again, stay tuned for more. We have other shows coming out there. We're working on a schedule for that. We have a couple of new ones. Of course, we rebranded that. We have episodes out coming. It's going to be awesome. And so far, some great responses to those. So if you listened to those already, thank you so much. The response has been great there. So more coming for that with those shows as well. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Don't go away. And don't fall asleep on us just yet. We're going to be wrapping up a little bit later. But until that point, of course, as always here, there's more at the What's Up Bro podcast show. We'll see you guys in just a minute. Stay tuned. Before I do that, actually, let me turn the fire off because we don't want that to burn out before the night is over. There we go. All right, and now please enjoy a brief word from our commercial ads here. Hope you guys love that, and thanks again to our great voice actors that put so much time into it. We'll see you guys shortly for more. Stay tuned. We'll be right back right after this.
Hey there, do you love podcasts? Are you having difficulty finding the right ones to listen to? Is it frustrating when you're trying to pick that show? You know, the one where everyone must collectively agree on? Like finding a good movie or TV show to watch, do you look for the most jam-packed entertainment that's possible to find in a single episode every week? Then search no more, and welcome to J&J Production Studios. It's our business to provide the best entertainment and information available for you. Whether you're sitting in that comfy chair with your favorite snack and beverage listening live each week, or downloading your favorite show episodes to take with you on the go while you're at work, exercising, or even just to play at night for you to fall asleep to. There's something for everyone, no matter what size, shape, or age you are. Visit www.linktree.com/J_J Production Studios to find all the streaming services where our podcast shows can be found. You can also connect with us on your favorite social media platforms, including Facebook and Twitter. You can join our public Discord server and chat directly with us. But wait, there's more. You can subscribe to our official YouTube channel and be notified every time a new show is broadcast. Wish you could have some studio souvenirs or collectibles? Guess what? You can. Visit the official store where you can purchase items featuring your favorite podcast and show hosts. Would you like to help support us? You can do that by getting your very own exclusive membership on our Patreon account. All proceeds go to help us upgrade our shows, which will only enhance the entertainment provided to you. Thank you so much. We're excited to have you as an audience. Your love and support are always appreciated. We'll see you soon.
We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. Break time is over. We're so glad you stayed tuned. Now back to the action as the show is set to resume.
All right, welcome back, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out there. Hope you guys enjoyed that little commercial break there, as well as the music, which always puts us all in a good mood. I know it does for me. Those tracks have been fantastic, and we couldn't have done it without the great folks at Soundstripe. Soundstripe.com. A lot of great artists there. If you're looking for a project for either your YouTube videos or your own podcast, anything really, if you want good royalty-free music, highly recommend them. A lot of great prices there for the packages that they offer. Check it out today. You won't be sorry. We love it. And a big reason why, again, we're looking forward to the holidays for that. Let me get our fire going while I'm explaining this. There we go. So check them out and make sure you get what you're looking for today. Can't wait to see what kind of holiday theme music we get. Other than Christmas, I'm sure there'll be some other favorites. Looking forward to that. We'll see how that pans out there as well. If you're just tuning in, though, welcome, of course, to the show. We're going to be wrapping up here pretty soon, but we're going to just chat a little bit here by the fire, and we're just kind of kicking back and relaxing. It's Saturday night, and we're trying to squeeze out and eke out the remaining days of summer, which are fast and really getting out of our grasp. They're leaving us that quickly. We are literally just about 4 weeks to the first official day of fall, so I can't even feel it today. We had dinner with the family, and we sat outside, and it was nice, but you could tell that the air was getting cooler a lot quicker. And I think I shared this last night, but according to our forecast for that, the warmest day we're going to have this week is going to be 87, which is still pretty high, but we're not topping off in the 90s, so it's another good indicator that we are over that summer hump and looking forward to fall. So we'll have to just kind of roll with it. I mean, again, September, usually into early October is nice too, because it's usually fairly mild yet. We don't start really hitting colder temperatures till the end of the month. However, the overnights, though, tend to be cold. I think the overnight last night was 56. So unless you're going to be outside late at night, it doesn't really bother you too much. But yeah, it's coming. It's coming fast, and nothing we can do to stop it. We just try to enjoy it and make the most of it. So, and for a lot of you guys too, again, maybe you're getting in a last minute vacation, maybe a short vacation like for a weekend trip. It doesn't have to be a whole week. It could just be 2 or 3 days, or whatever the case may be. Going to visit family perhaps for a little bit, whatever the reason for it. You're just trying to make good use of that nice weather. If you have a pool outside, I envy a lot of people, but get out there and get swimming now, because I know you're going to be shutting down the pools pretty soon. We're going to be shutting the pond down pretty soon. You guys know we have that here. Not that we swim in it, of course. We can't do that. But it's always nice to have that ambience of the flow going there. So yeah, all that kind of stuff is going to be hitting us there pretty soon. Now, again, everybody's preference is, some people like that transition there, and maybe like Haas said earlier, he doesn't mind the switch going from summer to fall. So maybe a lot of you guys are looking forward to it too. You've had enough summer and you're ready to really get into that fall spirit. We shared this last night when Miss Eliza was on too. Her big favorite thing now is getting the who's a big fan of pumpkin spice coffee? Anybody or pumpkin spice latte? Okay, so yeah, they're definitely probably looking forward to that, right? So that's going to be hitting out there, and just those little things we share. We went to the local fair. It was here this week. It actually wrapped up tonight, so we did get out a few times. So maybe you're having a chance to catch up there. If you haven't done so already, do that. Great time to get some good food and really just have the ability to just enjoy those little moments of summer, And then, of course, you get into your fall, school schedule for kids. Go back to school for parents. I'm sure a lot of you are loving it as much as you love having the kids home. There's something to be said about when they go back to school. So life kind of shifts and moves forward. So, but either way, can't ask for much. It's been quite the year. We've talked about this. We wanted to make a big statement this year. I feel like we've done that, and we get all these other projects lined up that we have by the end of the year. We're really gonna make huge strides there, which is fantastic. And obviously goals that we set for the shows that we have here early on in the year. And we top that off. Obviously, I think it's fair to say that, at least for me, my favorite so far shows this year was having Miranda here. That was a huge boost for us to get someone of her stature and caliber here on the show, which, again, we really appreciate that. And, we want to help support her as much as possible. And, again, we have a couple others we're working on. I don't want to give too many specifics because nothing is officially finalized as of yet, but we're working on that. So, has been a very productive year, has been huge. Of course, we're going to close it out in style, and here's to seeing what happens in 2024. Who knows? Sky's the limit here. So, who knows how we can top it? We're not even sure how we can top it, but I suppose where there's a will, there's a way. So never write anything off and say, well, it's entirely impossible. So all those kind of fun things and more. But yeah, it's 2023. It's flying by. We are, as I know, yes, technically 4 months till Christmas and the end of the year. So yes, I'm already pre-planning for September, but I get it. It's going by fast though. It's, again, just not sure how it happens, why it happens. Maybe it's just getting older type of thing, but time just flies away from you. It's almost kind of like, I'm trying to think how I said this and equate this, where you are kind of stuck in like a time loop, and it just flies by. It's kind of like those moments when you have that almost out-of-body experience where you just kind of see everything moving, but you don't feel like you're going anywhere. Some of us probably have had that more so than others. I'm not sure. But it's fair to say, you know, that either way, it's gonna shoot by and be over well before we know it. So whatever is gonna be, and that's how it is. And you know, that's, again, we can't spin it any other way other than that's just the way that the clock flies and time marches on and waits for no one, as that old saying goes, which I do believe is more true now than ever. So, gonna be huge. Although we do have one big celebration yet this year. So we got Big Hoss's birthday coming up in November, which happens right actually before or after. When is Thanksgiving this year? I feel like, is it after Thanksgiving or before? It's usually the last Thursday. Okay, so it's after. So we got something fun to celebrate there for sure too, which you're getting there. Next year we got to have a big party because you turn the big 3-0 next year. You're in a whole new class then. You get one more. What's that?
I'll be 29 this year.
Yep, this is going to be your last hurrah for the end of your 20s there. So we may have to coordinate that for the camping trip, even though it's going to be earlier. We'll have to celebratory for the big 3-0 next year because you will have achieved a whole new gaming level there by ranking up to the next next set. The sad part is, while Big Hoss is approaching his he breaches his 30s, I'm going to be halfway through my 30s come next year, so a lot of milestones. And then, of course, there's Fire, who, what's that?
How old gonna be?
35 next year, yeah.
Damn.
Yep, so it's, and then, of course, there's Fire, who turned, let's see, Ryan, you turned, 22 this year? 22? So you're still a well of a stone's throw away from where we are at. So he can still have bragging rights for quite a while. All I will say is, having trotted that rite of passage, it will catch up to you, my friend. So don't fall asleep on that. It can happen before you know it. So enjoy it now. It will surpass you if you're not careful. So, and I say that because I know Big Hoss will share those sentiments because it's flying past for you because you get 1 year left and then 20s go right out the door. So, but again, it's rite of passage and it doesn't have to be a bad thing. And I know a lot of people have different opinions on that too. But we just we roll with it and we make the most of it. Just how it goes. But it's funny that when you get old like this, and I think about it, I sit back and have all these nostalgic thoughts, and it's like, when did I get to be such a wise old sage? And like, shit, I'm just that old now? Like, what happened? What the hell happened? I mean, but I know I was thinking about something that you had said before when I think we talked I think it was a few weeks ago we did one of the shows where Hoss said about that when you kind of woke up one day, you had those realizations like, oh man, like we talk about not having stamina anymore, and all those little things that don't seem super important, and maybe a lot of you guys have kind of sailed right through it, didn't even notice those little changes, but that's why we joke, because I joke about it, because for Hoss I'm like, yeah, I know, I've been there already, so everything that and I have there's some surprises that you haven't crossed that threshold yet, which I'll let you find those out for yourself. But it's, you're getting old, it's that rite of passage. I mean, really, it's just, there's no other way to spin it. And there's these people that try to capture their youth and try to stay young. And listen, I try to stay, I still feel as young as I do. Maybe the age doesn't show it, but I don't go crazy where people have these midlife crisis where, they're 45 plus whatever, trying to be 25. I've seen guys do that. It just doesn't work. I was thinking about that because I see a lot of people have been out biking and on bikes around, and it's great and all, and of course, get out and I think Sunday's usually biker weekend. We see it all the time. People out riding, enjoy riding, which is great because the weather's always nice. But I see a lot of older couples. I saw one older couple that were riding. I think it was a Harley that was going through, and thinking, yep, they've been together for a while because clearly he's white behind the whiskers there, and she's obviously showing age in a manner of speaking, not like old, but not spring chicken. But it's nice, like at least they're spending the weekend on the back of the bike traveling, so at least they do something fun together. So that's your way, I guess, to stay young, and more power to you. But yeah, it's definitely that rite of passage. Let me ask this though. Let's spin this, just not to make it too negative. What are you looking forward to about your 29th birthday this year? Is there something special you're looking forward to about it, or do you just don't care at this point? Well, I mean, not care, but like, does it fade? Like, you're not super phased. Like, it doesn't like, oh gosh, I'm a year older. Like, it just kind of, it's what it is, I guess is the. Yeah. I mean, I was there too. There's really, once you reach a certain point, it's just a number thing. People even ask me now, oh, do you feel old? No, it's it's what it is. You kind of get into that zone of, I stopped doing it once I turned. I'll tell you this, actually. This is funny because not too far ago, when I turned 30, actually, that's really where I said, you know what? I'm just putting it on cruise control. And the years are going to fly by anyway, and I'm going to try my best not to feel it because I don't want to age myself in that capacity, because you can do a lot more damage than good. So I just said, I'm just going to kick back and enjoy it and relax the ride, and it is what it's going to be. So that's my best advice. So start prepping that in your mind now for 30, because you have a whole year, but it will fly by quickly, let me tell you. So don't stress about it. And if you find that gray hair, just don't pluck it, because when you do that, two grow back and it's a whole thing. And so I'm just kidding. We tease there. But all of this in the theme of the seasons change, and perfect theme of we say goodbye to summer. And we're looking forward to the new beginnings, new challenges. Fall coming. You're still snacking there. What do you got now? Is it still chicken salad? That's what. Yeah, it is always. You can't go wrong with that. That's a classic snack. I'm thinking I'm gonna make some tuna fish, I think, tonight. That sounds really good. On toast, which is really good.
No, make chicken salad.
I don't think we have any. That's the thing. I don't think we went to the store. I know I should have told her to get some chicken salad. I didn't think about that. That would probably be the next shopping trip. I do like both. I will say I'm not really too partial over one or the other, but that's gonna definitely be a snackaroo for tonight. So. But you know what? Yeah, you guys, listen. Again, enjoy these last few dog days of summer. Don't stress about anything there. Again, take it for what it is. Look forward to the new challenges. Look forward to the seasons. Maybe like these guys too, we're looking forward to a Halloween time, or maybe even Thanksgiving time or Christmas. Look for a positive going forward, because there's still plenty of time left in the year. Some people kind of just give up at this point, but there's still plenty you can enjoy and do. So make the most of it. Don't worry about the fact that summer slips you by. Kind of like we use the campfire analogy. This summer fire is going to end, but we can always start a fire for the fall, which makes more sense because it's actually going to be cooler outside, which is kind of weird because we're all indoors. So as I ruin the ambiance, yes, I can hear everybody screaming that. You just ruined it for me. Sorry. But it signals new beginnings for that, and new opportunities, and new adventures. That's the other word I'm looking for. It's a great one. So we're going to shoot for that. And as I said, we are here to give you guys that little bit of slice of heaven of getting you away from your average everyday lives and trying to at least forget about it just for a moment, just so you can kind of kick back and unwind there. That's kind of why we try to keep it loose and free and flowing back. We don't try to get too philosophically in depth or too controversial with certain things, because we don't want to spark any debates, which I know I tease, because Hoss will know this too, because this goes back to even the early days. We were very careful when we laid out the plan for this, because we know there's certain trigger things that we don't want to say, especially over the airway, that could lead to hate mail and death threats, which sounds funny, and we're like, well, we won't get any physical mail sent, but I'm sure our inbox will be flooded with all kinds of stuff. So we don't want to rub anybody the wrong way. It's fair enough to say we all have different opinions, and nobody's ever going to agree on everything. So we just do our best to steer clear of those controversies, just to not even bridge those subjects. So don't ever worry about that. But of course, you can always comment, let us know. We've had some great comments during shows, which we got some fun things we might do down the road we can encourage more people to do, but we do try to stick clear from those. But if there's anything that you guys feel ever is on the fence about it, by all means let us know. We definitely want to make sure that we accommodate for everybody, but we are here to provide the entertainment for you guys. We love doing that. It's a great way for us when we enjoy the weekend to just kick back and relax, and it's fun for us as well as it is for you guys. We hope anyway. That's the goal overall. So, but that's what's that?
No comment.
Not tonight. Everybody's probably sleeping tonight, but that's just fine. We take them when we get them. We appreciate you guys when you do them. A lot of stuff though we found. A lot of followings on the. Again, I keep calling it Twitter because it's the domain still says Twitter, so Twitter X. A lot of great responses to. We got some more followers. We are at. Did we bridge that gap? We are so close. At almost 600 followers on Twitter X. So thank you guys. Keep them coming. We'd love to have that. But a lot of great reviews and positive feedback from Miranda's episode, which is great. You guys are fantastic there, and appreciate the outreach too. We've had a lot of people reach out to do projects with us, which we can only do so many, obviously. That's kind of the question I know Fire asked at the beginning too, was how do we pick for website design? We had to narrow it down. We had several people that were interested in doing it, but it's kind of a process of elimination. But we appreciate the interaction there. We're hoping with the website especially that's going to encourage you guys with the forum section to really chat with each other. Again, episodes will be live up there right on the site. You guys can catch episodes right there. Our About section will get to know a little bit more about us. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I think that's going to be really a huge boost for us. That's our big goal that we wanted to get done, and that's something we're looking forward to. So part of a growing change and a growing trend. And we've had a lot of great positive feedback from a lot of people too that have said how much they enjoy that. Our which we do have to edit again, but our Facebook group has grown quite a bit. So a lot of positive all the way around, and growing elsewhere on social media. We got some new followers on TikTok, which is great. We'll get some more videos out there soon. That's a little bit more of a harder platform because that's more of a video and audio interaction, which we don't have a lot of those. But we will continue to share. One thing we were going to have a docket is some more special guest appearances we want to make on some other podcasts. So if we get snippets of that or get full episodes, we will share them there as well, which is great. So yeah, growing trend. And I mean, again, we love and appreciate that, and that's we always say if we just get a few people, that's great. But the feedback has been awesome. We've got another growing trend. We've actually got several more followers on SoundCloud, so thank you guys for that. That's been growing. That's huge. A lot of you guys have been enjoying that there. I think, in case anybody's wondering, I don't know if the guys are wondering that too. I think our biggest, really trending service that seems to be most popular, where most of our shows are listened to, is iHeartRadio. So, of course, as a partnership with Spreaker, we appreciate that. So thank you guys so much for there. Please make sure you share that and cycle that around. We'd appreciate the support there, absolutely. But we thank you for that. So it's great. And again, we had this goal. We had Once Upon a Dream. I shared this during our anniversary episodes, which we did last weekend. It's been officially 1 year since we posted the first few episodes of the show, which is quite the goal considering. Apparently, my fish is having an episode back here. He's splashing around here. We are over 100 episodes already in, and of course at a year marker, so it's impressive. And we're working hard, pounding the pavement, and as I said, here's to 100 more. Here's what the future holds, and we'll see how that goes. But we're glad to have you guys, whether you've been here with us from the beginning, if you're just joining us as a new listener. We love you all equally. No fan favorites here. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we can't ever thank you guys entirely enough for all that you do. So thank you. That's the easiest way to put that right out there. So as we get ready to wrap things up here, just want to share with you guys too, again, we're going to continue this. Obviously, our end of summer countdown is going to go on at least for the next couple of weeks, because we are going to ride this right into when we welcome fall, which is kind of a trend that we did last year. And we are going to have quite a lot more stuff for you guys down the road coming up. We got some things in mind that we want to incorporate. As we said, some plans we haven't gone quite that way. I know we still have the streaming services that we want to use, like Twitch and Kick, which we're going to play around with. We haven't really done so yet, but those are some things that we have available that we want to utilize some videos there too. Of course, with equipment and stuff, it's been kind of difficult, but we're working on it. But plenty more things to come there, of course, for you guys. You got to stay tuned, of course, to know what happens next. And remember, too, stay tuned. Follow us on social media. You can also, if you check us out on Linktree, there's an availability you can subscribe to, which I believe gives you updates to your inbox if you want to share your email, which does not get shared anywhere else. You can get information there as well. Actually, I checked that the other day. The statistics are pretty high. I think we've had, so far up to date with the traffic there, we're over 500 clicks on Linktree. So thank you again. If you're one of those, thank you so much. A lot of popularity there. People seem to be loving the store. And that reminds me, too, check out the official studio store. We do have merchandise there, which we probably will incorporate our newer updated logos that we have at some point. We're going to see if we can get those in there. But any kind of merchandise you can want, it's available there. Check it out. Get your stuff today. Whatever favorite show you have, or if you just want the regular logos, we have it there. We're a full-service functioning store that's there, so check it out and go on there. You can check out the link on our link tree there, direct you right to the store, pick out your favorites, and go crazy. Great holiday gift ideas, too, if you want as well. So plenty more things coming there that we will add down the road at some point. It's on our to-do list, and we will get it for you as soon as feasibly possible. So there you go. That's about going to wrap things up here tonight. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, we're going to do this in order because this is nice because we have everybody back here. So we'll do a toss-up. I don't know, let you guys duke it out who wants to say goodnight first and do your sign-up. Whoever gets the better sign-off. Go ahead.
Good night, everybody. Don't drink, don't drive.
That's right. Be responsible. And tell everybody, when will we see everybody next?
Next Friday.
Yep, same time, same channels. Yep, stay tuned. And also for other episodes from other shows, we'll keep you guys posted. Mr. Fire, want to sign off to everybody? Say goodnight to the folks?
Y'all have a good one.
We will have you back soon. Thank you so much for being here. Glad you could hang out as always. And of course, for me, you guys too, as I always say, be happy, be healthy, be safe. As Big Hoss mentioned earlier too, COVID is running kind of rampant again, so please be careful when you're out and about. Be kind and courteous to your fellow human beings there. Do not get people sick. If you don't feel well, please don't go anywhere. We don't want anybody unintentionally getting anybody else sick. That's not going to be good, and we want you guys back here to enjoy more great content there as well. But again, of course, for all of us here at J&J Production Studios, your true home for entertainment, we love you guys so much. Looking forward to some more stuff coming down the pike. We'll keep you guys posted and updated with more things to come. And of course, as always, we say goodbye for now, only for now, temporarily, until we see you guys next time. Let's turn our fire off here just so you can hear me a little bit better. There we go. We'll see you guys again, of course, as always. Go back, catch your favorite episodes of the show if you wish. They're always available for you all. Until next weekend, for the What's Up Bro podcast show, for all of us here, take care, best wishes, have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you all again very soon. Have a good evening, guys. Take care.
Thank you for listening to the What's Up Bro show. Catch all the latest live action on your favorite podcast streaming services, including Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more. You can also check out episodes on the studio's official YouTube channel. Subscribe and become a member today. Don't forget to also turn on notifications so you'll know when new content is uploaded. Stay tuned and don't miss a single moment. We love and appreciate all your support. And as always, we will see you at the show.